And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your hosts, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate? Happy Friday.
Morning, happy Friday. Man, we almost broke 99,500. We were playing poker last night here in Miami till like 2 in the morning with the TV was on. With the candles we were using were like, I don't know, 15-second candles or something ridiculous. And then it would like pop and we're like, oh my God, here it is. And then we realized the 15-second candle and we're not actually close to
Yeah.
100K. We ended up being close in the middle of the night. And based on what's happening right here, right now, shit, imagine if Tone Vase is right and we don't cross 100K this year.
Yeah. I mean, that's that we would, Tone and I were talking about this before we went live here. If you make that call that that 99,555 or whatever was the top this year, that would be a miraculous call. I still have faith that we're going to break 100,000 soon. But the price has definitely dropped. Bangbox has reset just in the last, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, which is fantastic. Let's go on the price. There was a comment in last night's, and it turned out to be sort of tongue in cheek. He's probably watching right now, saying like, "Oh, Matt's got nothing to say." That's pretty typical for Matt. That's a paraphrase. But I have had a lot to say throughout the entire year. We've done 5 shows a week for 10 months. But specifically right now, I have nothing to say because there's just nothing for me to say. I don't have here we go. Sorry, just let me just check something first before I go live. I don't dox myself. 1 second. Um,
That sounds good.
yeah, I was very close to doing that.
I'm updating the ETF numbers right now, so on my spreadsheet. So it's
Perfect.
all good. But
Perfect.
let
I
me
mean,
know if you want me to do screen share first.
no. It's all good now. I just don't have a dog in this race because in terms of like trying to pick a top or like seeing anything, we're on the 15-minute time frame right now. I'll work up the charts tonight instead. Bangbox just reset on this great big crash down, so we've reset, so we are eligible to take it higher if it goes higher. There's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with the 15-minute time frame structure right here. It's a higher low. It's all good. Uh, Nothing to say. I am in a trade from 90,000 350 here, which is currently 41% up. And it's a sizable trade, even though it was only 5x leverage trade. It's big trades. I mean, that's a lot of money. I think I'll probably just pull the trade. I think Tone's got in my head enough that I'll probably pull the trade. Um, let's just put this line in here on the 15 minute and I'll review it on the higher time frames. I'll probably pull the trade around here just to take profit on it because it's just such a winner. Um, but then I'll be just on guard to look to re-enter. Do you know what I mean? So I think that there's been a fantastic run up. 100,000 didn't breach, but I just feel like there's a big chance that it will. Sorry, guys. No, I don't have much here. Let's go up the time frames and see if we can get any clarity here. 4 hour time frame in a really strong MRI top that Tony and I spoke about, especially Tony spoke about in yesterday's show right here, which was the second consecutive MRI top. I don't want to talk about that. Tony can talk about that. But for me, if we close this 4 hour candle below the 7 simple moving average, that really emboldens my decision to probably start to look to close this trade out because like a retracement down to retouch the 30 simple moving average here at 94 could be a much better entry, and I could just take it down to a 2x position with the same amount of position size as I was in a 5x. I've done a really good job this year of taking a very small amount of money and turning it into a very large amount of money by being highly aggressive with a small amount of money, 25x, 20x, 15x, 10x. But as the account's grown and grown and grown, and the price has gone up and up and up, I've sort of kept around that same position size, but I've shrunk the leverage every time to make it a lot more comfortable trading, especially here at the top. But if this thing recovers here, and closes above this 7 simple moving average, there's just no reason to close a trade. There's just no reason at all for me to close a trade, especially if this becomes a 1 to 4 candle correction on the MRI and we start to get above 99 again. there's zero reason to break the trade. I don't think it'll hold the next time we rally from here. I think if we shoot up right now and start to get above 99 again, this thing's gone. I think 100 is absolutely gone. So that's what the 4 hour looks like for me. The oscillators um, on the 4 hour are saying nothing to me, nothing to me. Daily time frame, I just love it. I just love the chart where it sits right now. There's just nothing to say. I'm sorry. I think that we have a high probability of closing this candle green and then getting through $100,000 in the next 9.5 hours. And if it does fail, and if I pull this trade right here, I might even look to buy back on a retouch of the 7 simple moving average at 93 and do what I just said before in the 4 hour time frame. That might marry up really nicely. In fact, let's have a look if that marries really well. So the 7, let's go to the 4 hour time frame, is bang on the 30. It's the same thing. 30 on the 4 hour, 7 on the daily. That would be where I'd look to buy if I was to close this trade out anytime below 98. And I think that would be a successful trade as well. Just to finish off, because we're on the weekly end of week right now, I'll get rid of this. It's irrelevant. Uh, MRI top on the weekly, 2.5 days left. Is this going to be the one? Don't know. But Tone made that very clear that he expects a bit of a pullback here. The oscillators are a little high, certainly not the copy curve, but the EXA and perhaps the RSI, but that can go way higher. It's not even rounding, and neither is the EXA for that matter. So there's no reason to stress about that. But it's very, very much worth taking note of. I do think there's a big buy the dip mentality on excuse me, I'm still dealing with the cold. Any dip that we get from here has a high probability of getting eaten up pretty quickly as well. So it's going to be fantastic to see how, if it can even dip with the amount of potential and vibe and expectation for higher prices that we have right now. If it gets bought up so quickly, it's just more fuel on the fire to me for more bullish for Bitcoin. Please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends. Check out this Blowfin deposit promotion we have right now. Links in the description below. Highly recommend you check out Blowfin, especially because they are a non-KYC exchange. So a little VPN and non-KYC, bit of tether, bit of transferred in. You're looking really pretty there. It's a great way to get involved with this fantastic game that we call trading. Otherwise, if you're a Bitcoin trader and you want to maximize as much Bitcoin as possible, definitely use BitGet. Links in the description below. Coin margin trading is the best. We've got the best Discord group ever. It's growing daily. Free trading bots. Massive upgrade on the trading bots coming next week with multiple new trading bots coming by next week. Tone, what are you seeing, my friend? Happy
All
Friday.
right, I actually have a lot to say, and
Great.
I've been thinking about this for, I don't know, the last 15 minutes or so, and I think I'm going to be pulling some triggers here. So long-term chart, monthly chart, 2-month chart. Look, we're going higher. We're going way higher. Not much to discuss. Everything starts at the weekly chart and lower level time frame. So I'm going to try to be as concise, as clear as possible. I am exiting heavily today. There's only one thing that will stop me. If the price of Bitcoin is above $100,000 after 11 a.m. today, or even after 10:30 today, and it looks like it's humming along or staying steady. But I don't expect that to happen. I give it a very low probability because the markets are not open right now. I have another flight coming up. I think my flight is at around 1 p.m. Eastern departure. So like as of noon Eastern, no computer in front of me. I'm inside the airplane. And by the time I land in Panama, the markets will be closed. So I plan on exiting before I get on that plane. So I'm going to go to the airport. I'm going to sit down with my laptop. I'm going to log into my trading account, and I'm going to decide how much I'm going to exit. Now, and I'll do this on a shorter term chart. So this is the allocation chart. I am comfortably right here, putting down at current. I'll use current price, and I'll adjust it. The next time we do a stream of what actually happened. This is going to be 50% bullish, 50%. It should say 50% long, but I have bullish. allocation, or significantly less. I'm going to make this very clear. Using the daily charts and stuff. So this box right here, this is my exit box. I really wanted to exit on an MRI top below 100K because I think the sell walls at 100K are massive. And we're going to talk about MSTR in a second. So I'm actually moving this box because remember, the box hit my upper target. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I said, hey, I think everyone should be, not everyone, but I said, I really want to exit at $94,445. It's
Yes.
the same thing. I didn't say it, but $99,445 has the same exact concept as what I did with 94,000. Okay. Our high was, what high? Oh, how about that? 99,466. Okay. There's a reason for these numbers, guys. I don't randomly pull them out of my ass. There's a reason why a few weeks ago I said 94,445. It's the same reason why Bitcoin topped yesterday at 99,466. So I was literally off by $20. Okay. And the reason is because most people love to set their sells at round numbers because most people are not traders and they're just stupid. Okay. Putting a round sell order at $100,000 is the dumbest thing you can do. The second dumbest thing you can do is try to be smart and sneaky and front run those orders and set it at $99,500. So what does Tone Vase do? Anytime he trades, I go a little below that. Okay. I go, okay, so if the smarter than the average trader are going to try to sell at 99,500, I want to be a little smarter than that trader and set it at 99,450. But wait, there's going to be a few people like that also. So I'm going to set it at 99,445. Okay, to make sure I pre-run the guy that pre-runs the guy that pre-runs the guy. Okay, that is why a week ago or 3-4 days ago I said that's what you do at 94,000. But this applies even more so for the 100K number. Okay, and I honestly do believe. I know I want to be right. I want this to be the epic call of the year that we do not break 100K, but I am going to put my money where my mouth is, or I'm going to remove the money from where my mouth is. And I'm taking at least 50% off the table here. The weekly candle is done. Yes, I put very little emphasis on the weekends because once every 3 months on a weekend, the Bitcoin pumps or crashes, but the other or actually once every 3 months on a weekend, Bitcoin rises big time, which is huge recency bias because that just happened. Most of the time, Bitcoin does nothing on the weekend, or it actually slowly drags down. I'm going to go with the probability and statistics on this one. I think Bitcoin is going to get dragged down this weekend. I think people are going to get preoccupied and selling a bunch of Bitcoin, buying a bunch of crap on Black Friday next week. I think people are going to start reallocating their accounts. And I honestly believe that Bitcoin has popped. This morning proves it to me. There's one thing left. One thing left. Surviving the bullish 10 a.m. reversal today. That is it. If the 10 a.m. reversal today is a dud, if it does not bring Bitcoin back above 99,000 before I get on my flight and take off at 1 p.m. today, I am exiting at least 50% of my trading position. We are not talking about hodling positions, for your kids' education. I think that one is going way higher. The intermediate term trading position, I am ready to exit. I am ready to take my time and analyze what's going on in the options market. And I have zero interest of going back in unless we are back in the $80,000 range, maybe low 90s, depending on what happens with the daily MRI, but most likely back into the 80s before I buy the dip. Or I am happy to be wrong and buy Bitcoin on Monday afternoon at $125,000 if that happens. But I will be removing at least 50% of my position. We have a 4-hour MRI top that literally took place overnight, making the top at 99,466. We had a 1-hour MRI top, I believe, that just happened. Let me see. Let me wait for the MRI to load. Right there it is. Also pretty much at the top with extension C, extension B. So the 1-hour has topped, the 4-hour has topped. The 1 day, I believe, will not make it to an MRI top because the 8th candle in the count, which is Monday's candle, I believe. So tomorrow is Saturday, is 6. Sunday is 7. So that puts Monday's candle as the 8th candle. Monday's candle needs to be above and close above the all-time high. And I am very skeptical that that is going to happen on Monday evening. If it does, I will wait. See, here's the thing. If on Monday, if I'm wrong on my massive Bitcoin exit today, and on Monday we are trading over $100,000, that creates the worst possible situation for me to re-enter the Bitcoin market. We would be on a second consecutive daily MRI top inside an over extended weekly MRI top. I will have to hold out. I will have to, again, like I'm a poker player on the side. Unfortunately, it's becoming more of a lifestyle. And imagine you're on an awesome poker winning streak, and then you break your wrist, so it's harder to play poker. And you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a break, even though I'm on a hot streak, right? You know what? Next, when I exit later today, like I said, there's a small chance I will not be exiting today. The only way that's going to happen is if we are spending the afternoon above 99K. That's the only way I'm not exiting. So assume I'm exiting.
Do you
Gotcha.
you have a down like the way that I did it with a downside target of where I would pull the trade? Is yours just time based, or is there like a
Time
point?
based.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like if you say like later on this afternoon, in like that's what 6 hours or something, the price could have dropped $3,000-4,000. You don't care at that point, or do you have a spot where like structurally, technically, you would pull the trade as well?
Okay, good point. So the market opens in 4 minutes, right? And the 10 a.m. reversal is in 34 minutes. Okay. I want Bitcoin to survive the 10 a.m. reversal. But if we start to crash
Hmm.
in the first 5-10 minutes of the market, no, I'm exiting right away. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna wait, right? I'm only gonna wait and hang in there through the 10 a.m. reversal if we are, above 97. If we are crashing, which is why this show is going to end in about 5 minutes because I need to be in front of the market. And if we start to crash before the 10 a.m. reversal, I'm not going to sit there, right? I'm going to keep my 100% long for Bitcoin to survive the 10 a.m. reversal, but not with a crash into the 10 a.m. reversal. No, that's not happening, right? I want to exit now. I want to exit above 98. But if it's high above 98, now I'm gonna hang in there through the afternoon, right? So no, realistically, if the price of Bitcoin is between 97 and 98 at 11 a.m., that's my exit, right? That's assuming very little volatility. And let me just run through it real quick. That's basically my plan. I'm gonna assume we're not breaking 100K this month and possibly next month. Because guys, remember, if this is the top and we end up pulling back, let's say $5,000, $6,000, and this pullback isn't instant, then it's going to take time to get back to 100K. And people are fatigued. I think the last person has freaking bought. Like there's nobody left to buy. I mean, Michael Saylor is trying to buy billions of dollars more, and it looks like he may not be able to move the market. And speaking of Michael Saylor, what the fuck happened to Microstrategy? This is made. Did you see this, Matt? Yes, on
Yeah.
yesterday's scan.
Yeah.
Like it was set to it gapped open. Like this is absolutely fascinating. I saw a bunch of in a lot of my chat groups, not the like my more like with my friends and stuff. Like I know my Panama friends group, I woke up this morning to like 20, 30 messages and they're all Bitcoiners, so they know what they're doing. And they're in a big discussion of whether MicroStrategy is a Ponzi scheme. Apparently somebody made a big video about it. Like, I don't know what that will happen, right? But Bitcoin was up big yesterday and MicroStrategy fell, I shit you not, 30%. Remember what I was saying in our show 2 days ago? What happened when Bitcoin broke 10,000? I said the fucker fell almost 30% within a single day. And Bitcoin didn't do that yesterday, thank God. But MicroStrategy did. So that for deja vu.
You actually said it's starting to look a bit tulipy, is what you said in
Yeah.
yesterday.
So yesterday, MicroStrategy from the opening bell to the closing bell falls 30% with Bitcoin up, having the highest close ever, right? So something happened. Okay. I don't know what it is. I have not had time to look into it. I'm sorry, guys. But when I see something like this, like stars and the moon are not aligning, and when you don't know what's happening, what do?
Stay out.
You
Get out.
bail and you hold cash. Okay. I think there is a top. This right here is making me nervous about what Bitcoin is about to do next week and the week after. So the markets are now open. MicroStrategy is still near the low. Let's take a sneak peek at a short-term Bitcoin chart. Let's go to the 10-minute. Let's go to the 5-minute. And we're dropping down. Here's the 5-minute chart. We're going below. I will hang in to watch the 10 a.m. reversal unless we go below 96. Sorry, unless we go below 97. And honestly, I may not even wait that long. I
That's what
think the
I
show's
said. That's what
think the
I
show
said.
is about to wrap up. Just for the ETF people, the ETFs bought 10,000 Bitcoin yesterday. You may have some residual buying today. I am exiting probably 50%. I may do something crazy like go zero, like exit it all into cash. This way, when I come back in, I'm coming back with IBIT, or I'm just going to come back options only, not even holding it. So there is a high probability chance I am straight up going cash today. Cash. I'm just gonna put it down, and maybe I'll post it in my group. I don't know if I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I can't even spell cash this morning. Cash, 100% cash. I am. Like I said, I'm gonna remove the money from where my mouth has been off the table. I think we topped. Matt, close us out. I need to go to.
Tone,
I need to
just
open my
just
trading account.
just check your Telegram right now. I just sent you a message on the Financial Summit.
You just exited your trade. You're done.
Yep. Yep. You taught me into it. I'm out.
I'm
I,
out.
I'm
I'm
I
out
did
too.
a
I'm out too.
30.
We're 90. We're 97, 300. I'm out.
I got 38.39% and 0.1003 on a few days trading. Brilliant.
I haven't kept an eye on our YouTube chats. I'm curious what people are saying.
They're calling us idiots,
Um,
surely.
90 push-ups a day until 90,000. Yeah, I gotta get back into the gym. I gotta start doing push-ups again. Hey guys, I'm gonna review your live chat. I do want to open my trading account. I gotta go to the airport in about an hour. While I still have, a little workstation here on top of a poker desk, poker table from last night. And that's it. Thank you all for
Yeah.
watching. Like, subscribe, share. Matt, close us out.
Yeah, no, and thanks, guys. I always, as soon as the show finishes, I go back and rewatch it and watch your live chat, and I try to reply to all the comments as well. They're really appreciated. Great questions, and it's really fun. So I really enjoy doing that. So please keep doing that. Have a happy weekend. Go Bitcoin. I hope Tone looks like an absolute freaking idiot on Monday morning, but I don't think so. Have a great weekend. Go Bitcoin.